So when I was in Pincher Creek about 2 months ago, I stopped at this burger truck and I ordered one up with one of the strangest combinations of toppings that I've ever seen. Maybe you could just put anything on a burger and it's going to turn out good, but I'm going to try to recreate this one for myself. One of the required toppings is pickled beets. I couldn't find the specific pre-made ones that I like, so I'm just going to have to make that part myself. So I'm going to bring this to a boil and let them simmer for about half an hour, if not longer, until they soften up. Oh yeah, they've softened up. That took a really long time. On to the next thing. Drain this water outside, so long as no one's looking. Alright, so now I got some apple cider vinegar. Some water in there, salt, pepper, got some ground cloves, mustard powder, and some sugar. Soap. I think these are going to turn out really good. I can't wait to try them tomorrow. But yeah, that's my night. I got to go find a place to sleep. Then I'm going to head out on a big hike tomorrow. So I'll see you there. Alright, here we go. Doing a plan B hike this morning. I had this crazy 50-kilometer route marked out, but I didn't know that the road to the trailhead was blocked off. So I would have needed to get my bike out and ride there. It would have been another like hour and a half onto that trip. And if I did all that, I for sure wouldn't have the energy at the end of the day to make up that hot hamburger sandwich. And that's the main priority of today. I can't sacrifice that. So I'm doing this protection mountain instead. And it looks like the upper ridgeline is all connected across from Armor Peak to Castle Mountain. So I may be able to stretch this one out. Looks like it should be easy enough to gain this upper ridgeline. So I should be able to tag off a few mountains today. You can see Mount Temple over there with the clouds on it. I'd like to do that one eventually. It's a big mountain, it's 11,000 footer. Everything I hear about it though is that it's just so busy, and the hardest part is dealing with all the crowds. That's what I hear about Everest too. You pay the price of admission and you're standing there in a lineup the whole time. I'd definitely love to go see the Himalayas, but I do some lesser known peaks instead. I think the toque's got to come off pretty soon. 40 degrees next week, it's unreal. Hopefully that'll vaporize the rest of the snow off the mountains. From those last hikes, having soaking wet feet for like 5 hours, it's done some damage. So that is Protection Mountain up there, but I gotta go over there first, and I'm just gonna keep going over to Stewart Knob and Castle Mountain, do those first. This is gonna be rough. Ugh. Huh. I'm starting to question whether or not I should do this. Well, I'm here, so I might as well do it. This monkey's gotta trudge. Well, that was awful. That's all I have to say about that. You fall through every time you get close to the rocks because they transmit heat into the snow. Just taking a moment to dry out my feet. They're really squishing around after coming through that wet snow. I'm hiding my feet under my gaiter because I think they classify as gore on YouTube at this point, and I could be demonetized. Lieutenant Dan would be disappointed. So right up there is Stuart Knob. We'll try to hit that first. Then around the bend, Castle Mountain. Check out this guy. This guy's own private mountain oasis. Ooh, daddy. Well, there's that one. Let's continue along, see if we can do Castle Mountain over there. From this point, I'm going to say no, it's not possible. It looks like that cornice is blocking the ridge, but you never know. So this is the true summit of Castle Mountain. There's a south summit over there, aka Cane Peak. And over here you can see Taylor Lake tucked into the mountains there. We can't see Moraine Lake. And over there, that's Protection Mountain. That's the next order of business for me. I gotta go all the way back around to get that. I'm starting to slack with the camera work. I just want to get this done, wrap it up. So I'm gonna head over to Armour Peak now, and I don't think there's a direct way across this ridge to get to it. I gotta go all the way down and trudge through this wet snow again. Alright, I made it. I'm 12 and a half hours into this now. Coming across that valley with all the snow. This breaking trail up to my waist totally killed me. I feel like I could have done 5 mountains if it wasn't for that. Yeah, sure. I'm done with doing camera work today though, so I'll see you guys back at the van. Okay, the burger patty is cooking. That was a long day. That was a 15-hour hike, believe it or not. It took longer than I thought it would. The battery on my light just died and I'm about to die too. I need to go find a place to sleep. But I don't know what kind of maniac thought up that combination of toppings, but they were definitely onto something and I highly recommend it. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So this is Moritz and Sachiko, and we're gonna do a van tour this morning. So, would you like to show us around?
This awesome GMC Savannah 3500 from 2009. It's a box truck like the Cutaway, and yeah, I guess we can show you a little bit around. We got some very small gray water tank for when we're on the public parking. And yeah, I got some 400-watt solar on the roof so we can stay off-grid, carrying about 90 liters of water underneath there for dishes and cooking and drinking. And I guess the rest we can show you inside.
This is our front entrance.
Yeah.
It's through the back. The first thing you probably will notice is our dinette on this side. We've got a murky table that unlatches and just sits there. Standing desk, and we can also turn our dinette area into a couch so that we can watch TV via our projector that projects onto our wardrobe over here. Fit all of our clothes in here. Lots of storage underneath here for our climbing stuff. We've also got our inverter in the back there.
Oh, pretty dark.
It's a little dark. We've got kitchen here, butcher block tops, a regular dorm fridge that you outfitted so that it would run off 24 volts. This is the bottom of the wardrobe, so we tried to repurpose as much stuff as we could and make sure that we used everything that we purchased. Drawers are from IKEA, super simple, because we built a set of drawers in the back here ourselves, and that was a really big project and we didn't want to do it again. So IKEA drawers it was. And sleeping area up top. It's very handy when you don't want to set up your bed at the end of the day. You know, Forresty does his long summits. He doesn't want to set up his bed at the end of the day, and neither do we. This is our shower with the composting toilet. And you can see we've actually got an extra camp shower because the shower itself is currently out of service. Plus it uses quite a bit of water, so we've resorted to just using whatever nature gives us. It's actually pretty handy to have I guess like a wet room to use at the end of the day. And we've got our sink here. This is actually a pot filler. So we have fresh water that comes out of here. It's connected to a water filter, and then this is just water straight from the water tank that we use for dishes and everything.
There's a 24-volt battery, 100 amp hours, and I chose 24 volts to save on copper. And we also have a water heater down there. All the lights are being controlled from here, and we have these beautiful LED strips that look pretty cool, I think. In addition, I can control all the lights with this handy tablet. You can also see our solar production right now, and everything else is controlled via the tablet.
What app is that?
So the whole system is called OpenHAP. It's Open Home Automation. So that's the Raspberry Pi that sits in here. And that one creates a web app, like it's a website you open on the tablet, and you can set up all these buttons for all your devices.
So you have a Instagram and a YouTube channel going?
Yeah, we're at Road to Pitches, right there, the little logo that our friend hand drew for us.
So make sure you check out their channel for a full in-depth tour of their truck and many other videos on their van life adventures. I will link to it in the video description. Well, that's going to be the end of this episode, so thanks for watching, and thank you to Patreon supporters, and I will see you soon.